Hello, you're listening to People's Depot Podcast, and I am your host, Stephen Jackson. Today's segment will be dealing with business funding. Now, normally on People's Depot Podcast, we talk about gold and silver and many other things that relates to sound money. But today, we're going to be talking about business funding. This podcast is aired on Spotify, and you can find it on peoplesdepotpodcast.com. For a video recording of this podcast, you can find it on thepeoplesdepot.com/podcast video. That is thepeoplesdepot.com/podcast video. As I mentioned, we're going to be talking about business funding, and that is something that is so critical today, especially now. After the pandemic, many people lost jobs. And so they had to find their way on how they would make money for their family. Many of them chose to start their own business. Well, when you start a business, oftentimes you need funding. You need startup capital, or you need funding just to actually grow your business. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, business funding. Now, People's Depot provides for people's needs. As it relates to businesses, we help businesses start and grow using online marketing tools and insanely profitable niches. We actually have niches where people can actually create a collaboration with, and they're actually able to present them as their products as an affiliate and make money off of those niches. And so we provide those for companies, organizations, or people that want to start up in the online market so that they are able to grow their business. One of the collaborations that we're going to be talking about is dealing with business funding. And as I mentioned, there is a great need for business funding. People are growing their business. People need to purchase things. People need to expand their actual base, their capital. Maybe it's operating funding you may need. Whatever the case may be, we have established a collaboration whereby you can actually get funding for your business. Now, you might think it's odd for an online marketing company to be able to, or to be in such a, or have such a niche. But think about it. If we're going to help businesses grow, usually with online products like tools, resources, and then help them grow with insanely profitable niches, wouldn't it make sense that we would actually have a collaboration where we can help them fund the growth of their business? Of course it does. And so think about it for a moment. Now, let's look at just the online arena. So you're developing an online business. Maybe you have decided that you're going to create a course to sell, some type of training. And you package this training up, you put all the bells and whistles in it, you've gotten all the resource information. You may have actually outsourced some things to actually develop that course. Maybe there's some programming that's involved in that course, and you've really put it together. Now you want to sell the course. But as you send it to the public, you find that people today simply do not have the funds. And many people are clamoring, are looking for opportunities to make money. They understand that sometimes it takes money to make money. And that's with everything. If you go to school, you have to spend money so that you can make money on a job. And so wouldn't it stand to reason that it will be the same thing for your business? You either have to buy equipment or you have to buy a training so that you can effectively manage your business. But that training can come at a cost. And some costs are pretty steep, depending on the type training that you're getting. Well, through our collaboration, we're able to provide you with the funding that you can pass on to your customers so that they are able to afford the training that you put together. And usually in this particular space, that's generally not available. A lot of times, online marketers may sell tools, training, all types of things. And sometimes these things are pretty pricey, but they do not offer the financing for you to be able to purchase that particular product. And so the product goes wasted. Now, there's some bad items online, there's no doubt about that, but there are some very good training and resources and programming that is online as well. But simply put, they're not really used because a lot of times people are not able to afford it. Well, again, through this collaboration, you will be able to afford that training. And so as People's Depot, we're proud that we're able to bring such a product onto our platform because it actually makes it a lot easier for people to be able to expand their horizons. You know, people dream of having their own business. They dream of making money for their family. They dream of being able to do the things they want to do. They want to build wealth for themselves. And that's why we have so many different types of products and collaborations that we bring to people so that they can actually put them together and be able to grow, expand their lives, as it were. And so we're doing the same thing now. A lot of times, people in the market provide things that simply do not work. And so what we try to do is give you sound products, sound tools, and sound training. And generally, the cost of some of that training is minimal. In fact, we have a training right now that is really, really a powerful training that is to help you market your business online, and it's free. And it's not some type of junk training. You know, sometimes when you go on online and you get an email and they offer you this gift, you put in your information, and a lot of times it's a PDF. And don't get me wrong, some PDFs are great, but most times it's outdated. You can't even use the information. The information doesn't even exist anymore. But at People's Depot, we try to give you fresh information. And even if the information was presented some years ago, it is the type of training that is still necessary for today. And this particular training that we usually offer as a gift, many people are using today, and I actually have the testimonials to prove it. So I only say that to say that what we try to do is give something, we try to deliver much more. We try to over deliver on what we promise, because it is so disappointing when you are excited about, you finally found this product you need, or this particular item you need, you're excited about because you know this is what you need to progress, and all of a sudden it turns out to be nothing. That is totally disappointing. And that is something that you will not find at People's Depot. So as we talked about business funding, we know that's something that people need. And there are no surprises with this. There are all types of business where you're small or large can get business funding. And think about it. It wouldn't be too hard to have such an ideal product, because so much money has been printed that it's been made available for businesses to grow. But there's something else about this product that I didn't mention. They also offer a tax credit to businesses. Now, I'm not talking about the type of tax credit where you have a certificate, you send it into your accountant so that it is part of your write-off so that you're paying less taxes. I'm talking about a generous tax credit that the government is funding, returning funds for. And some companies are getting very generous amounts of tax credits or credit on their taxes. And so through this collaboration, the same product is offered to you as well. Many businesses, small or large, actually qualify for this, but it's not that well known. You probably may not have heard of it, and not every accountant agency can actually prepare or do the proper paperwork that is needed for you to get that tax credit. But through this collaboration, it is available to you. Once this video is over, what you're going to see a link either below the video or in the body of the description that will direct you to where you can get all the information you need to be able to apply if you choose, or even learn more about the business funding or tax credit. But I was so excited about being able to present this to you that I just had to do this podcast. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing a podcast because I was able to get this information. I've been dealing with this collaboration for about a year. But when the tax credit came on the scene, I just had to let people know. So I prepared this podcast so that everyone will get a chance to benefit. Now, we also, as I mentioned, we provide niches. Sometimes you have people like, I've been in the financial arena for many years. I've been a branch manager. I've been a loan officer. I've done commercial funding. I've done some very successful funding that I actually have testimonials, written testimonials that people have really given me a heartfelt appreciation for closing the loan for them. And as such, this is why this kind of gravitates to me. Now, I do a lot in the online marketing, and we have these niches. We talk about gold and silver. We have specialized niches for all types of things. But funding is really part of my background. So it kind of is natural for me. But sometimes companies like yourself, maybe you're a company that wants to be an affiliate to be able to provide funding for other people. Through this collaboration, you have that opportunity as well. There's a partner link that I can send to you as well that will actually allow you to be able to offer the same product to other people as well. And it's going to be very hard to dilute the platform. You might think that, well, we offer this to everybody does it, there won't be enough to go around. Everybody's not going to do it. Even though many will see this podcast, a lot will probably go for the funding and for the tax credit, but very few will go for the opportunity to offer this. And I've always been the type person to share what I'm doing, because I will never reach the whole wide world with an opportunity like this. And by the way, this particular opportunity is only for the United States. But I will never reach every business in the United States with this opportunity. It just won't happen. I'll reach a great deal of them, but I will never meet or reach the whole United States business world. And even if people decide to partner with this, they will not do it either. So I say that to say that this particular opportunity will never be diluted. It just won't happen. But the opportunity is available if you choose to, and we can help facilitate that as well. So again, we're offering a product that someone needs. We're offering a product that someone can use. And we're offering a product that someone can even present to their own audience. So maybe you have a group, maybe you're in insurance, or maybe you're in real estate, and you have a group of people that you want to present to them. See, that's where an opportunity like this will come in. So I thought I would just throw that out at you, let you know that this is available. I want to thank you for listening to this podcast. As I said, I'm doing this late night podcast, but it was on my mind all day long. What am I going to do? How am I going to get this out? I got the opportunity. As I said, we were dealing with this collaboration for some time, but the opportunity to do the credit piece, the tax credit piece, actually came on my desk today. And so I thought I would act as quickly as possible. So, of course, I want to do a podcast. And I am going to upload this on my podcast channel, but I'm also going to put this on my YouTube channel as well and on my website. By the way, my website is thepeoplesdepot.com. You can come and visit it. We've revamped it, we've rebranded. And so I'd like to invite everyone to visit. You can sign up for VIP. There are a lot of opportunities. We're going to be having a monthly newsletter. So I'm really going to be trying to reach as many people with as much information as I can to be able to help them grow their business. I really, really want to do that. It's a good feeling when you know you've helped someone. I've worked in a hospital, and the feeling that you get from helping a human being is like nothing you can ever realize. And especially if you save someone's life. And I have been in that situation. So when I think about that inner feeling that you get, that inner joy that you get, it is only natural that I will try to save businesses as well, because there's an inner joy. When someone says, "Hey, Steve, I appreciated your information. It was like you said, it was more than what you even said it would be." You can just imagine the feeling you get. There's no amount of money that can actually match that. So I hope that you take advantage of the opportunity that is given to you. Please do. Again, you can watch this podcast on Spotify. You can go to thepeoplesdepot.com or peoplesdepotpodcast.com, and you will be able to listen to this podcast. Or you can go to thepeoplesdepot.com/podcast video, and you will be able to see a recording of this podcast. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for giving me your time.